Okay, we are live here with RCW Season 3, Episode 14. So we're getting closer to the RCW Forsaken pay-per-view. We're also inching even closer to affiliate on Twitch. I'm checking that not after every stream, but every once in a while I check that just to see how close we are. We're getting even closer, which means once we reach that, you guys will actually be able to subscribe to me, and I'll have emotes and just a bunch of other cool different things. Which is pretty awesome. When we streamed, last time we streamed, I think we streamed The Culling, on Saturday, I believe. I want to try and make weekend streams like a regular thing. Obviously, my bio on my Twitch channel, I made, I made the thing in my bio, occasional weekend streams. The reason why I want to like sort of make it a sort of a thing, more of a regular thing, is because I only stream 3 days a week. Reason being is because I get home later on Tuesdays and Thursdays for classes. I get home later than usual. And I don't like streaming way too late. A lot of the streamers that I know, they stream later because people are getting home from work and things like that. But, usually when people stream later, or at least for me anyway, a lot of times I get, I can't watch them, or I can only watch them for a short amount of time. It really depends. And I don't normally like streaming later at night because I don't have as much energy. I'm pretty much drained. I don't really have a lot of energy or anything like that. So, it's very difficult, for me to stream later at night. And I always want to be energetic, especially when I do RCW and lockdown and all that, because it provides more entertainment. What's up, PC Blake? How's it going? It provides more entertainment for people, and thank you for the follow, by the way. I'm surprised. Wow, I just realized that ever since I actually used Streamlabs bot over Nightbot, it actually is pretty instantaneous. The alerts don't appear like 5 seconds later than with this bot. So definitely thanks for Ginji for suggesting that to me. That's fantastic. But like I said, with streaming and times and everything, I love having a schedule. I love being able to have a schedule. But on the off chance that I have a day off, like today from college, I don't. Blake, I don't join parties while I'm streaming. I just don't. Unless I'm doing a multiplayer game and playing with people. Like The Division or Sea of Thieves, so I don't join parties when I'm streaming, because I can't focus on streaming and what's going on with somebody talking in my ear, unless I'm playing a multiplayer game that requires me to talk to people. So that's just a little rule that I have. But anyways, on the off chance that I'm off, like I have vacation day from college, or it could be a snow day where I get snowed in and I'm not, and it's one of my stream days, I might start a little earlier than usual. So that's why I highly recommend you follow me and turn on those live notifications, because as soon as I go live, right when I go live usually, notifications are sent out. And I know some people don't think that it really means anything with the notifications, but honestly, being updated whenever I stream and like right as I go live, it makes sure that you guys don't miss anything. For those of you that actually can make it. And I understand that some people can't always make it to the streams, and that's... You didn't miss anything, Anna. You didn't miss anything other than me just talking. But anyways, for those of you that are new, especially Blake that just followed, with my good bot friend of Money in the Bot, there's a lot of things that you can do with Money in the Bot. So I will quickly put in chat all the different commands that you can use with this bot. And I will continue to do this for the past couple of days, just so that anybody on the channel can familiarize themselves with my bot. So it'll direct you to this site called Pastebin, and it will have all the commands for Money in the Bot, for my good bot friend. Also, I made a new command. Well, not really a new command, but I made a new command. So if you want to play with me on stream, like when I'm streaming and I'm playing a game that like requires multiplayer, or that is a multiplayer game, and that like either if it's Sea of Thieves or The Division 2, which I just pre-ordered that, we might do a couple streams of that when the private beta comes out on February 7th. Any game that is a multiplayer game that you might have, that I have, you just, if you use the play command, !play, you will get a set of rules that that I have, and they're fairly simple. You know, you got to be 17 and older to play with me on stream. Off stream, I don't care. Off stream, I really don't care. It's really just, I'd rather be safe than sorry. It's more or less to protect the integrity of my channel and the integrity of my stream and my community that I'm a part of. You know, it's more or less for me and less for you people. It's not that you know, that I don't like playing with my viewers. It's just that, you know, a lot of times I've gotten trolls in the stream before that have wanted to play with me, and you know, at some point when I get like a bigger following and you know, I get more people in stream, I want to have more regulations, you know, just to avoid fights and to avoid, you know, terrible things, you know. But with that said, like I said, on occasional days where I have days off or snow days or whatever, just random crap that might happen. If it's a stream day, so if it's like a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or a day during the week that I stream. What's up, Paris? How's it going? So, like I told you, I have your wrestler done. She is completely finished. I honestly didn't expect to get her done as quickly as I did, but she has all of the things that you wanted her to have. She has all the things that you said that you wanted her to have, like the natural look and the tan or dark skin complexion. I wasn't sure how dark you wanted her skin to be. And honestly, like, if you go way too dark in this game, like, if you have, like, real dark skin, it just looks kind of creepy and weird. So, for her, like, skin complexion, I made her have, like, sort of like a Latina, like, dark tan, kind of like Nikki Bella sort of thing. I wasn't sure, like, and obviously I made her the Ronda Rousey body type. I had her have the Ronda Rousey body type, so she's got like a six-pack, abs, and stuff. I don't use Ronda Rousey in this game, but I've seen what her character model looks like, and I've seen what she looks like on TV. So I've tried to make, basically what I'm trying to say is I tried to make your wrestler the way you wanted it, the best possible. And her gear actually came out real nice. I actually tried something new with the ring gear, which is really nice. So I actually had the chance to try out something new that I've never tried before with created wrestlers. I've never tried that. So, and I've never done a submission specialist wrestler either. So, you know, your wrestler, she has like slams and suplexes and stuff like any normal wrestler would. I kind of like built her in terms of her moveset. I built her to have like sort of like a Ronda Rousey type thing, where because Ronda Rousey slams people. She like totally, she's a striker. She strikes. She's really quick, and she just like slams people. So I had her kind of have that type of moveset along with her like special moves, like her signatures and stuff being submissions. So we have Sky Outlaw here. Obviously, she wanted to come out and say something. I have no idea what she has to say, but based on that recent tweet that she had made on Twitter saying something like, nobody cares if you finish last, it's either first or last, and nobody cares how far you came, it just matters who wins the gold. And honestly, yeah, that is very true. You know, a lot of times with wrestlers, it doesn't matter how close you came to winning, it matters if you won the gold or not. It matters if you won championships. You know, so it's... Wow. Violet Knight calling out one of the newest signees, and I think she's calling her out due to the attack that happened recently after a match where Violet decided to make a statement, and that's what happened. So let's see what Violet has to say about this. I expected her to come out. She's the type of person that would end up coming out. So there we go. We have Violet. Let's see. Now, Sky has yet to have an opponent for the RCW Forsaken pay-per-view. So, I don't know. Maybe if Violet could possibly be a good contender. It was hard coming out here because I was so entertained. Listening to you cry and moan is so much fun, but business is business. So let's do this. Wow. Okay. Okay. This might be... Well. Looks like the kitten's got some claws, so you're going to scratch, or am I going to have to put you down? Come on, little cat, pounce. Damn. That's a little bit of taunting. I expect that from Sky, judging by having to schedule her title match that one time. I shared you guys that little text message thread that went on. I was in the back wrestling, but when I suddenly got the urge to get... Okay, it's funny. I told myself I would fight whoever's currently standing in the ring, which makes you the lucky one, or unlucky in this case. So you're going to be on the receiving end of it. Wow. You do know that this is RCW, right? Not a slumber party with your girlfriends. Here we settle our differences in the ring, not in a pillow fight. She is not wrong on that one. Definitely not wrong on that one. I love the way Violet came out too, like in terms of the creation and stuff. I'll be direct. I want a match with you. I want to fight you in this ring. I want to tear you apart. The women's division in RCW is growing, and I need to show why I'm the most dominant athlete. I'm currently the best, and I will continue to be the best. I'll take down everyone else if I have to. Well, if it's a match that Violet wants, then she might get it, depending on how she does tonight against Paige. What are you thinking? You've stirred up the hornet's nest now, girl, and when you least expect it, that's when you're gonna get stung. Great metaphor. Great metaphor. I know you like to think you're the queen and that you're safe inside your little castle, but the truth is you're in real danger now. I'm about to knock you off your throne. I know you want to be on the road to the RCW greatness, but before you do, you gotta pay the toll. And I'm the big bad mother that's standing. That doesn't even make any sense. I think they might have wanted to add the F word there, but they didn't because it's a teen-rated game. Talking to you is boring me. Here's the deal. Either you face me and back up what you're saying, or you hightail it out of here and go back to whatever hole you crawled out of. Your choice. Wow, Sky definitely won that promo. Jeez. But I think what Sky said is very valid. First of all, earning your opportunities by doing it in the ring. Definitely, that's not wrong. So, first match we have is AJ Styles versus Seth Rollins. So, this will be very interesting because we've seen these two battle it out before. And Seth Rollins has wanted to get back into some type of title picture. And his most recent match for the title was at RCW Envy when he took on Shinsuke Nakamura and Bryan Outlaw in a triple threat match for the RCW Carnage title, in which Shinsuke now holds that title. Now he still has he obviously still has to have an opponent as well. So, like I said, like last episode, within the next few streams, we will do a couple qualifying matches for the RCW World Title Elimination Chamber match. It's going to be a 6-man Elimination Chamber match. So, in total, there's going to be 6 matches for that. And whoever wins those respective matches will get a shot in the Elimination Chamber match. However, I haven't really decided the order yet, like in terms of who's going to come out first, who's going to come out second, who's going to come out third. Depending on how well they do in their matches, that might have something to do with their placement. Obviously, we have Seth Rollins here. It is honestly pretty insane to see that Bryan Outlaw decided to go to the tag team route. Decided to, right after he lost the... You didn't get to see the promo. Well, honestly, let's just say Sky had won that promo, and with Violet Knight and Sky, there seems to be quite a bit of tension stirring up between the two. That appeared to be a full Nelson suplex there. Now Seth Rollins looks to punish AJ here. Now we've seen these two fight each other. I think it was at the Barrage pay-per-view in which AJ Styles had won the RCW Carnage title from Seth Rollins. And then Seth Rollins won it back, and then he lost it to Bryan Outlaw when Bryan Outlaw cashed in his Money in the Bank, or not Money in the Bank, lottery case. The lottery case right after a match. And that was when Bryan returned as his alter ego, the Warden. And I'm pretty sure if you've been watching all the way up to season 3, you would have seen that match, and that was probably one of the coolest like cutscenes, the coolest like matches ever. So that was pretty nice. And Seth Rollins just taking it to AJ Styles right now on a standing moonsault. To Seth Rollins. It's going to be great to see Paige back on the RCW roster. Well, not really back on the RCW roster, but back in action anyway. Just a simple body slam there to AJ Styles. But we know how resilient AJ Styles is and how quickly he can get back in matchups. But we have a super kick by Seth Rollins. And it looks like he has this match all wrapped up. Looking for the knee here. Knee on AJ Styles. As you can see the replay here. Turns him around, boom. Knee right to the face. Something that Shinsuke Nakamura is very familiar with. And only gets a 2 count there. AJ using his resiliency on his last breath there. Now, I don't know what's going on with AJ Styles. Like, he hasn't been a factor in this match whatsoever. Looking for the 450, I thought it was going to be a 450, but I guess not. But AJ's able to get the knees up from that big moonsault there. Now AJ's back in this matchup. Or looks to get back in the matchup anyway. Now AJ's on the comeback. I don't know what he was going for there, but now AJ's on the comeback now. And a Pele kick. Seth Rollins. And now AJ's got the signature. He's probably going to go for the calf crusher here. Going for the calf crusher. Dangerously close to the ropes, though. Did I use my resiliency? Yeah, I did, and I didn't need to. I'm an idiot. That's going to come back to bite me. Seth Rollins once again able to reverse and get out of that. But he's got to be careful. AJ Styles has that Styles Clash or the Phenomenal Forearm, whichever finisher he decides to use from his arsenal. He has that. And it just takes one for it to be over. Now AJ Styles with the reversal. AJ Styles with a couple of chops. Or just one chop. An Irish whip to the other corner, and the referee is down now. Uh-oh, looking for the Phenomenal Forearm here. Referee getting back up. See, now that's the only thing that I hate about this game, is that the referee gets up so quickly. As Seth Rollins is able to reverse that Phenomenal Forearm in another super kick. To AJ. And Seth Rollins is fired up. What a win this would be if he's able to take down AJ Styles. Now I asked him how he felt about his loss to Shinsuke. And honestly, he told me when you're in triple threat matches, you have to worry about 2 other men in there. It's not just one. It's a totally different matchup. And sometimes that's just how it is. Now looking for the curb stomp. This is patented Seth Rollins. I've seen him hit this move millions of times. And he hits it. Looking to score the pin on AJ Styles. And he does. And the Kingslayer is able to pick up the victory. There's a reason why he's called that. I think, honestly, he's going to win the Royal Rumble. this coming Sunday. He's gonna win the Royal Rumble, and then he's gonna go on to take on Brock Lesnar for the Universal title, and then Brock Lesnar's gonna lose it to Seth Rollins, and then there's gonna be that Triple H feud again. That's what I see brewing up. And Seth Rollins is victorious. Definitely has to feel good to beat a former Carnage champion. But we have Sasha Banks versus Alexa Bliss in this one. Now both ladies looking to win and looking to possibly get back in the RCW women's title picture. I remember, I think it was way back in season 1, these ladies met in, I believe it was a fatal 4-way matchup. And Paige ended up becoming the first ever RCW women's champion. And she held that title for a very long time. Even carrying into season 2, she held that title for a very long time. But now I believe Sky is the longest reigning RCW women's champion. We have the boss, Sasha Banks. It's kind of interesting because I started to have women's tag team belts, and now the WWE actually has women's tag team titles. I knew it was coming at some point, I just didn't know when. Now Sasha Banks versus Alexa Bliss. This should be a very interesting matchup. Now Little Miss Bliss, after coming up short against Sky in her match at the pay-per-view, I guarantee Alexa is not very happy. And she has nobody to be mad at but herself. She likes to make excuses on why she lost, but you know, we've known that to be very characteristic of Little Miss Bliss, but if she can pick up a victory here, that would definitely boost her confidence. We are underway. Sasha Banks going right after Little Miss Bliss, but able to reverse that with an arm drag. But Sasha a punch right to the midsection. And knees. We've seen Sasha hit those double knees before, and it's been very brutal, and a kick right to the midsection. Seems like one of the penalty kicks in soccer. That's got to be very brutal. And a drop kick to the back of Alexa Bliss. And Alexa's hurting right now. Trying to break the back of the boss, Sasha Banks. Now, like I said, with this show, the storylines are pretty much set in stone. But I always try and find a way to create more compelling matches, like more entertaining matches, especially with title matches. You know, I recently bought the season pass for this game, even though I said to myself that I wasn't gonna buy any of the DLC this year. But I felt that buying the DLC would make the show even more entertaining because we would have new wrestlers to use. And I'm not saying that I'm going to use every single wrestler in every single DLC that comes out, as we have a rope break and Alexa's taunting, but Sasha's right there. I'm not saying that I'm going to use every single wrestler that comes out via DLC, but I am going to like figure out different ways. It just gives me more guys on the roster that I can use, and it could possibly increase the possibility for really good storylines. And I love EC3. I absolutely love EC3, and he was one of the guys that came out in the Rising Stars pack. In case you don't know who EC3 is, he's one of the guys that's coming to the main roster in WWE soon, hopefully. I'm really excited for Nikki Cross to come to Raw or SmackDown. I would honestly think she would be better on SmackDown because that's where Sanity is, which that's the tag team that she was a part of. So it would be interesting to see her be on. But I love her gimmick of being crazy and creepy and stuff. You know, I just think that's really cool. And Sasha with a big move here, looking to pin Alexa Bliss. But anyways, I think from now on, as Sasha wins this matchup, I think from now on I will buy the DLC, or I probably will end up buying the deluxe edition of the WWE games, because that you get the VC accelerator, which unlocks every single legend, every single title, without you having to earn the VC, the virtual currency, and it gives you the season pass. So all the DLC characters and stuff like that. And you know, the DLC packs themselves, like, they only cost like $6. They don't cost that much, but the season pass costs $30. So you would end up getting all the DLC anyway, plus the VC accelerator. So I might actually end up, you know, buying the deluxe edition of the games, because that way I can pay a little bit more but get the season pass and everything else with the games. Because even though I said that I wasn't gonna buy the DLC this year, I just think I started to think of once I started to notice like the guys that are coming out, like with DLC and stuff, as we have The Rock and Chris Frost in a little bit of a tag team matchup against the team of Black Hole. So we've been noticing that Black Hole hasn't been on the same page for a while. But The Rock came out to help out Chris Frost, I believe, in a recent pay-per-view. And he came out to help him against Chris Jericho. And I thought, why not have them be in a tag team match? Sort of test out The Rock's tag team abilities and see if Chris can possibly test out his as well. And against a tag team who has been together for a little while now, since I believe season 1 of RCW. So they've been here for a while. So it should be interesting. But I just thought, like, with buying the DLC, there's characters, even though I probably won't use every single character there is. I doubt I'll use, you know, Leo Rush. That's actually the next DLC pack comes out tomorrow, and it has Ricochet, who's one of my favorite guys from NXT. It has Dakota Kai, who's also one of my favorite wrestlers from NXT. And then it has Mike Kanellis, Maria Kanellis. I think that's it, if I'm not mistaken. I probably won't use the Kanellises. I probably won't use them, but I'll definitely use Dakota Kai and Ricochet. I think Ricochet would be a great addition to RCW, and I love Ricochet anyway. I just saw a recent post on Instagram of him and Casey, what's her name? Casey something. Casey Cavaganero or something like that. She's the recent girl that won American Ninja Warrior, and she was signed to an NXT contract, and I saw her and Ricochet in a photo together, and I thought it was awesome. And I think she's a very good wrestler. I've seen her compete in a couple of matches. I think she's really good. I think she was able to translate to um, to transition from being a ninja warrior, using her skills as a American Ninja Warrior, to wrestling pretty well. I think she was able to transition pretty well. And we obviously have Black Hole here, but we're not going to watch the whole entire entrance. Let's see. And apparently I'm not controlling the Rock, so it's okay. That is fine. As Chris is helping out. Uh-oh, Chris, you don't want to do that. You're going to get disqualified. Put the steps down. And the Rock looks to be fired up. Stomping away on the demon. This is perfect. This is right where... Uh-oh. The referee didn't even see that tag. How is that legal? Okay. That makes a lot of sense, right? The referee didn't even see that tag. Unless he's got eyes in the back of his head, then I don't know. And a neck breaker by The Rock, and The Rock is just taking it to both Finn Balor and Aleister Black, dragging Aleister to the corner, tagging in Chris. Now, I haven't seen... Oh, jeez. What's The Rock doing? The Rock hit Chris for some reason. Okay, I guess I'm controlling The Rock now. I don't know what's going on. First I was controlling Chris Frost, now I'm controlling The Rock. Okay. That's kind of weird. But that's fine. It's okay. And The Rock helping out Chris. Both men working together. And again. The Rock helping out Chris. Seems like every single time Aleister gets an opening, oh, jeez. Don't let him tag. Ha! Oh, God. Yeah, he's gonna tag Finn in. Yep. I tried to prevent that. Wow, what a move. I'm trying to lift. Are you gonna do something? Did he tag me in? Who did he tag in? Oh man, sometimes these tag matches are so confusing. Are you gonna... Chris, what are you doing? Go in. There you go. Oh, come on, Chris. Another slam to the demon. And a double axe handle again to the demon. Again, both of these men helping each other out. Of course. Why would you pin him right there? Again, The Rock able to come in at the right time. He did not tag. Now The Rock's having to take a breather. Looks like Chris is having to handle this on his own. Uh-oh. Oh, I wanted to grab him. Oh, but Chris able to reverse out of it anyway. I need to get to Alistair. I need to get to him. And the avalanche on Finn Balor. Oh, but I think Finn reversed that. Finn was probably looking for the coup de grace. But again, The Rock able to intercept that one. What's up, Nikolai? I think I've seen you around here before. Oh, jeez. Come on, Chris. You gotta do something, man. I've been doing all this work with The Rock right here, and you're not doing nothing. I've been trying real hard to help you. Get up, Chris. Okay, Chris. Stop being all groggy. A comeback for Chris. Oh, come on, Chris. You gotta do something, man. Okay. Please tag me in, please. Since you're not really doing much, and I've had to help you. Oh! Come on, he's gotta... Chris, you gotta hit the icebreaker, man. Oh, come on, Chris. Please. Oh, please reverse that and then hit him with the icebreaker. Come on, Chris. Stop taunting, Chris. Oh my. Chris, please hit the icebreaker. Hit it. Oh my God. Please, Chris. Please. Hit the... What are you doing, Chris? Chris, why? Why are you wasting time? Go back in there and hit him with the avalanche, dude. Okay, hit him with the avalanche. Please. Please hit this. Yes. Yes, Chris. The avalanche on Finn. Oh my God. How did he kick out of that? Come on. Come on, Chris. No. Chris. You fool. Come on. Oh, I broke it. How did I not break that up? Okay, I did. I need to get out of here. I need to stop Finn from hitting that. No, I didn't stop him. Oh, but oh. I intercepted. I intercepted that though. I did what I need. Oh, come on, Chris. You got to do something, man. I'm down here on the ground. I can't help you. The Rock's down here on the ground. He can't help you. Not right now, anyway. Oh, now Finn's on the comeback. That's bad. Oh, come on. Oh, you're back? Okay. I know there's ads. Unless you're a sub, then there isn't. But unfortunately, I'm not affiliate yet, so I can't do subs yet. But we're getting there. Come on. Oh my. Nope, nope. You're not. Okay, Chris, you just taunt. Okay, you just taunt. If I was controlling Chris, I would have no issues. This match would have already been over. But it's kind of cool to see one of the wrestlers that I actually made like be AI, because I've never seen it. I've seen other wrestlers be AI, but I've never seen one of mine. And the Avalanche again. Oh, come on, stop him. Finally. And Chris and The Rock able to come out with a victory here. Now you have to question though, with Black Hole falling short against the tag team who has never tagged together before. You have to wonder how is their psyche doing, and The Rock and Chris win this one. It's like telling them to get up on the middle rope. All right, got to take a screenshot of that because that's cool. That's cool. That's perfect. The People's Champ and the Frosty One come out with the victory. Okay, that was a very interesting match. That was a very interesting match, I will say the least. That was honestly like... Oh, I forgot this was a tables match. Okay, so we have Violet Knight in her second match here on RCW, making her debut in a tables match. Well, not debut, but you know what I mean. I've seen Violet do a lot of very special match types. I've never seen her do a tables match though. In her debut match, she was in a Hell in a Cell match, which that was awesome. That was very awesome. So I guarantee you guys are gonna like this one too. So this has been one of the first matches we've seen from Paige in a while. This should be very interesting. We have Violet Knight here. Now, if Violet, the only way to win this match is to put your opponent through the table. So Violet cannot use the Black Death submission on Paige to get her to tap out. It won't work. But I'm pretty sure she's got some tricks up her sleeve to make her win this match. She's absolutely brutal, and that's what we love here in RCW. We love We love brutal matches, and after that Hell in a Cell match, I guarantee she's going to be a weapon of mass destruction in the women's division. Yeah, Paige is back. Paige is back. That's for sure. There she is. Go ahead, wave. I cannot tell you guys how much I miss this in real life. I'd give anything to see Paige wrestle again, but never gonna happen. She said that she's one bump away from being paralyzed for the rest of her life. And honestly, as a person who has used a wheelchair, I would hate. Honestly, I'm just lucky enough to not be in a wheelchair for the rest of my life, and I would hate having to do that. I would hate having to live like that. So, you know, I don't, you know, it's just sad. But you know, she's always here on RCW though. Always got a place for her somewhat. And I'm glad we were able to find a place for her as Violet with a slap to the face of the former RCW Women's Champion. The first one, may I add. But Paige able to reverse that one. Irish whip. Both of these ladies from England. Paige from Norwich. Violet from Manchester. Actually, Violet said that she modeled her submission game from the PTO. Paige tap out. One of Paige's submissions. So I asked Paige about, you know, coming back in, finally returning to in-ring action after a while of being off, and I asked her why she was off, and she said that sometimes, you know, she needs to take a break, and obviously, you know, with her neck issues IRL, obviously we transition that here in the RCW universe, so we want to make sure that our wrestlers are healthy. Luckily, with Brian Outlaw's injury that he sustained during an attack from Matt Hardy, like I think it was a season or two ago, luckily that wasn't as serious. That was just a shoulder injury that he had to nurse back to health. But Paige and Brian Outlaw very close. Paige was made an appearance during Brian's last match in MWE, and she's been friends with the Outlaws ever since. Obviously, her and Sky had that little spat, had that little rivalry in which Sky had taken the RCW women's title away from Paige, but since then they've been able to rekindle their friendship, and honestly, both Paige and Sky wanted the same thing. They wanted the championship, and sometimes you have to toss your friendships aside when it comes to winning the title. And I don't blame Sky or any of these wrestlers for tossing their friendships to the side for a little bit. It doesn't mean that they're gone. It just means that they're not there for a little bit. And wow, what a DDT from Violet. I don't think I've ever seen her do that before. Now both of these ladies on the outside of the ring. This is a no disqualification matchup, so these ladies can be out on the outside for as long as they want to be. And another DDT on Paige. That's definitely got to hurt. She's got to watch that neck. It's had surgery on it, I believe, twice IRL, so, you know, Paige has got to watch out. And a German suplex from Paige. I don't think I've ever seen her do that in real life. I don't remember ever seeing her do that, but a Paige turner on Violet. Now Paige getting the table. This can't be good. I don't think I was unfortunately unable to see Paige with a weapon in her hand, but I can imagine the amount of damage she would have caused for that one. And oh, let's see. I forget how to set up her. Oh, her signature is a super kick, isn't it? Yep. I thought so. There it is. Looking for a super kick on Paige and a super kick on Paige, but this is just weakening the opponents a little bit, because nothing works if you can't put your opponent through the table. And another DDT on Paige. Man, these ladies are just giving it out, and a little curtsy there. Violet telling Paige to get up. Oh, I don't know what she was going for there, but whatever it was, she missed that. She missed the opportunity on that one. Two Brits going at it. Honestly, that's honestly my dream right there. Two British wrestlers going at it. Paige has got another page turner in her pocket. Oh, I thought that broke it a little bit, but guess not. Like I said, if you enjoy the stream and you wanna click that follow button, please don't hesitate to. You can join the botchers. Also, I have a currency. It's not like real money or anything. It's just something fun that you guys can have on the channel. And basically, what that is thank you for the host, Anna. I appreciate it. But what that is every single time you host the channel, subscribe to the channel, or follow the channel, or interact with the channel, whether it's like chatting in stream or anything, you will earn yourself titles, right? And you can use the titles command to see how many titles you have retained. And I haven't figured out exactly what I want to do with those points. I never really figured out exactly like how I want to reward people by getting X amount of points. So let me know certain things that I could do for it. Maybe we could do a like special like viewer stream where we just play with a bunch of viewers or whatever. Or we could do or if you earn enough points, you could possibly have your superstar in a title match, or you could possibly earn the right to have your wrestler on RCW. Even though I just made Paris a wrestler, even though I just made her a wrestler, you can actually. I'm just trying to think of many different ways that I can reward you guys for doing whatever it is you do for this stream once you earn enough points. I just think it's something cool that a lot of my favorite streamers do as Violet pushes Paige right off, and we have Anna having 109 titles so far. You can also earn titles by watching the stream. Even if you're in lurk mode, you can still earn titles. A certain amount of minutes watched will earn you, I think, like 5 or 10 titles, I think. So even if you're sitting here watching the stream, even if you're in lurk mode, you can still earn, why did I say stern? You can still earn points. Oh, come on. Uh-oh, Paige looking to set up. Oh no. Oh no, I think Paige is gonna... Yeah, Paige is gonna do it! And Paige with a German suplex through the table, or an exploder suplex, excuse me, through the table, and Paige wins this match against Violet. Wow. What a way to return, though. Give full credit to Violet, though. An exploder suplex right through the table, and that like basically snapped that whole thing in half. I guarantee Violet is not going to be happy, and there she is just laying there. That's actually pretty cool. It's actually pretty cool. Just her just laying there like motionless. That's actually pretty cool. But since Violet looked up to Paige, I guarantee Violet is not going to have any animosity towards Paige whatsoever. And Paige definitely makes her case for wanting to be champion again. Also, I'm going to put a little plug in here, just because I love Paige. She has a makeup line out for those of you who want it. It's I believe it's called the collection is called the Sweet Soraya or something like that. I don't remember what the collection is called, but it's being sold at Hot Topic stores. She was able to actually, they're not the same makeup. It's not the same makeup that you can buy on the actual website. Oh, it's Soraya Jade, yes. That's what it is. Soraya Jade is Paige's actual real name. And Soraya Jade Beavis. So that's... that actually I think is pretty cool. And she also has a clothing line too as well. Both men and women's. So I'm actually thinking of actually buying one of the shirts. It's more... The makeup is more of a goth. It's more of a goth style makeup, so it fits Paige's character. You know, there's things like Sweet Soraya, geeky, freaky, and you know all that eyeshadow and all that stuff. I think it's actually pretty dope that she was actually able to make that stuff. I think Paige's makeup game, little geeky and kind of freaky, or kind of geeky. That's kind of cool. It fits her gimmick. And that's what I love, is she's able to make something that's not necessarily having to do with wrestling, but it fits her gimmick, because she was kind of freaky and geeky, and you know that's how it works. I actually want this shirt that has her on it. She did a photo shoot of her in fishnets and I think it's like stockings or something, and it's called Bloodlust, and it's or something like that, and you can actually like get a poster. I want that poster, because honestly I've been trying to look for more like Paige merch, and now that she has her own clothing line, that's even more dope. Like if you ever find it in the store, like if you ever find it in Hot Topic or anything like that, definitely take a picture of yourself. I think I can actually look it up real fast. I'll look it up real quick, because I kind of want to. To show you guys this, because it looks really cool. I'll look it up real fast. Why not? Plus it's a really hot looking poster, so I'll just go on the... It's called the Soraya store, and she has it's called the I Bite collection. She also has the breakup collection with the I Don't Effin' Care, I Don't Need You, Rebound into Dust. So she has heart. Oh, I like that. I like that t-shirt. Here, I'll show you guys this real quick. I'll go to my screen, There, you guys see it? I'll go to my screen real fast. So I'll just do this real fast. Okay, let me just move this out of the way a little bit. So, you know, you got your Crybaby tee. That looks pretty cool. I would actually get that. I love this, honestly, because it's her wrestling. Like, she's taking her character and she's doing something else with it. And it's freaking awesome. It's so cool. I love that. I love the Blood Moon tee. I wouldn't pay $35 for it. Sorry, Paige. But Heartbreak Hotline. I love that. I love the Heartbreaker one. Damn it, the shirt's sold out. Son of a, oh, come on. That's the shirt I wanted right there. Damn it, Paige. Get more in stock, girl. Come on. That's the shirt that I wanted. Mostly because Paige looks hot AF in that shirt. I love this shirt too. Respect physically, mentally, emotionally, all day, every day. And that's what Paige is all about. I love that. Heartbreak Specialist. That's a really cool looking shirt. I like that too. You know. Anyways, that's a little bit of a plug. What doesn't kill us makes us stronger. I like that a lot. See, like everything right here on this store screams Paige, and that's what I love about it. You know, her character, everything. I love it. And then there's just the thing that says Saraya on it. I love it how she's able to take her name and put it on something. And she's just got a pretty name anyway, so. I'll always know her as Paige, but, you know, Saraya is nice too. I can't wait to see that movie that they made on her too. I'm so excited to see it. I want this shirt. 1-800-Heartbreaker. I'll take that. Oh, this shirt looks pretty cool. This is the one that I really wanted. It's got her name on it. And it's like all arcadey and stuff. I would need a medium. You got one, girl? Thank you. You know, and then there's hoodies and there's, oh, that looks cool. There's hoodies and then there's like accessories and stuff like. See, this is the poster that I want right here. There's another poster? I'd want that too. I'll take both. I'll take both and I'll buy frames for them. I'll take this one though, because that's kind of a lot sexier than the other one is. I'll take both. But that's a little bit of a plug there. So we're gonna get back to streaming the RCW stuff, but I just thought that was kind of cool. I thought I'd show you guys that. Because it has something to do with one of my favorite human beings of all time. And, you know, she's really cool. She's the whole reason RCW started in the first place. So I would definitely love to buy some of her merch. And $10 for a poster? Hell yeah. I think I'm going to buy both of them. Or maybe, I'll buy the Bloodlust one. I really like the Bloodlust one. And it gives you the exact size. What's up, Nathan? It gives you the exact size of the poster, which is nice, so I can go to Walmart and get a frame for it. I highly suggest for anybody that has any posters, get frames for them. Like, if you really love them, get frames for them, because then they can't be ruined. I've had that happen before where I've had great posters that I've liked get ruined because they don't have any frames. I actually have this signed poster from Paris, from this Paris concert that I went to, that I need to get framed. If I see any Paige merch at Hot Topic, I will let you know. Okay, good, because I shop at Hot Topic all the time, and I would love to get some of her. I think her makeup line's there, but also her merch is there too. I believe her like T-shirts and stuff. So I would love. I'm watching on Twitch, but chatting on YouTube because I'm not signed in on Twitch. Okay, that's fine. We have Miles Anderson here. So I apologize for showing that. For those of you who just came here for the wrestling, but I thought it would be cool to just show you guys, you know, some of Paige's what Paige has been up to outside of wrestling. So I think it's kind of cool, and I definitely would love to get that poster. So I'm definitely picking that up, and for $10 for a Smokin' Hot poster, hell yeah, hell yeah. It's funny because I was playing with one of my favorite streamers, Slev86. Definitely check him out. He plays a variety of games, and he's freaking funny. We were chatting about wrestling the other night, and I was like, finally, I don't feel like an idiot for loving Paige as much, because he loves Becky Lynch, and he loves her, like he adores her. And he literally said, I'm 36. He goes, I'm 36 years old, and if I could have Becky Lynch posters all over my wall, I would do it. And, you know, that, and that kind of makes me feel good, because then that makes me feel like I'm not like an idiot, and I'm not the only one. So I'm definitely getting that Bloodlust poster though, because that's freaking hot. I think that's, and Paige will always be hot no matter what. No matter what, as long as that accent is still there. And those eyebrows are still there? Yeah. Okay. And apparently, we have Miles Anderson calling out Chris Danger. These two have definitely had their spouts, though. Miles Anderson attacking Chris Danger at the Envy pay-per-view, and then having his debut match against Chris Danger. Just her in general, she's hot. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I'd probably piss myself if I ever met her. I'm not lying either. Like, if her and I did segments together on WWE TV, and I was Brian Outlaw, like the guy that you see here on RCW, that you will see here a lot of on RCW, I think we would be great. We would be insanely good together. I think our characters would mesh real well together. Gee, what a surprise. Once again, I find myself in the presence of a throng of idiots where I'm being forced to perform against some moron below my level. In return for this, it'll be overlooked and buried at the bottom of the roster yet again. Grimm's Toy Show. Yeah, I know Grimm. I know Grimm. I watched a couple of the episodes where he met. You would be good, but like you would die. Yeah, I would die. Honestly, the hardest thing for me that would happen is since Brian Outlaw is a heel and I'm supposed to be mean and nasty, it would be very hard for me to say anything mean about Paige. It would, like, I could say tons of things about Paige that would get her to be mad and angry. Because I know everything there is to know about her career and, you know, all that crap. Even the bad stuff, even the scandals and all that crap. But it would be hard for me to say that without regretting it and without, like, nearly crying. It would be, truthfully, it would be very difficult for me to do it. Like, I would need to be very prepared for it and ready to do it. It would be very difficult. And that's the thing, is when you're a heel and you're like a very sensitive person, I am a very sensitive person. Like, I don't like being mean to people, but when I'm Brian Outlaw, I love it. but at the same time, you know, if it was with Paige, I would feel really bad about, you know, saying the things that I would say. Even if it's purely for entertainment purposes, I would still feel bad about it. I'm sure this all looked and sounded really scary when you were practicing in front of the mirror, but I gotta say there was something lost in the delivery because I'm not feeling a damn thing. Miles, definitely. Hey, I'm not out here putting in a request. I'm here to tell you exactly how it's going to happen. You don't have to like it, and honestly, you don't have to agree with it. You know what? You are a tough guy. Maybe you got a little lost backstage, ended up in the wrong place, but you're in my ring. This is my house, and I don't let uninvited guests into my house. Well, apparently Miles, I think Paige would have to disagree with that. I can't believe this. How dare you in the RCW universe tried to goad me into a confrontation. I don't have to prove to myself to any of you. As far as I'm concerned, you can all go to hell. Goodbye. He's like, you can all go to hell. Bye. Literally, that's what Chris was like. Oh my god, he's like, you can all go to hell. Bye. That's freaking fantastic. That's great. Oh my god, that's great. I like that. He goes, you can all go to hell. Bye. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. But we have Braun Strowman versus The Big Show in a 2 out of 3 falls match in our main event here. So I will be Braun Strowman. But Braun Strowman, former RCW World Champion, looking to get back into some type of relevance, I guess you could say. Not to diss Braun Strowman, but he has been kind of on the back burner. Same with The Big Show, trying to, you know, get back into a place where he belongs. And a win here for both of these men will definitely help them out. What's up, Wabba? Thanks for the lurk, buddy. The push for affiliate continues. And honestly, I already have ideas for my favorite male superstar. Honestly, legend-wise, Stone Cold definitely. Like current, that's really, really hard. I love Seth Rollins to death. I think he's a really cool guy. I think his character is awesome. I really like him a lot. I love the Hardys. Love them too. But mostly I pay more attention to the women's wrestling, especially with the Revolution and everything that's been going on with women in wrestling. As far as women go, Paige is my favorite female wrestler of all time. Yeah, who doesn't love the Hardys? Good, good observation there. And Braun lifting up the big man, the Big Show. But favorite female, Paige, all time. Becky Lynch. I love Mandy Rose, just because of the storyline that's going on right now. Always will love Lita. I love her. She's fantastic. I love Toni Storm, one of the wrestlers for NXT UK. Absolutely love Toni. I love her, and I love Candy Floss. Although I think she should definitely change her gimmick, but I love Candy Floss. I love Priscilla Kelly. Love her too. She's not a WWE superstar, but she's participated in WWE a couple times. But I can't express my love enough for Toni Storm and Candy Floss. I love those girls, especially Candy, because Candy is I think she's like 19 or 20 years old and wrestling for the biggest wrestling company in the world. So, all respect to her. And she's a great wrestler, too. She's great at what she does. I mean, all of them are. Well, not all of them, but... I mean, I can think of a few wrestlers that suck at wrestling, but... and that need improvement, but... I think she's great for as young as she is. Man, look at these two behemoths. Planting the Big Show. And Braun Strowman definitely loves giving people these hands. Slamming the big man down. If I could, I would cover my room with posters of Lita. But that's just me not trying to sound like a creep. I love Lita. I freaking love Lita, dude. And she's still hot after all these years. Lita is still freaking good looking after all these years. I think she's like 40 something now. She might be. She's got to be close. And just tossing the big man. This match does not end until one of these men have two falls and a running power slam on the Big Show, but a rope break. Braun Strowman not realizing where he was. Tries for the pin again. And the Big Show kicks out right at one. Braun Strowman not very smart there, not realizing where he is in the ring. Rope breaks still are valid and just stepping on the chest of the Big Show. But the Big Show able to reverse that. And Braun right back at him. And a headbutt to the giant that is Big Show. Letting out a big scream. The big man, Braun Strowman. Looking to slam him down again, but the Big Show able to reverse that. And a spear on Braun. Spear on Braun. 2. And Braun kicks out barely. Barely kicks out. Going for the knockout blow. Lita is 43 years old. Damn. She's almost like 50 and she still looks like that? Jeez. Good for her then. Good for her. I think she's married to a wrestler, isn't she? I think she is. I'm not too sure, but I think she is. Here we go. Man, I never would have thought that these two men would have gone head to head. I've seen this happen before here in WWE, but everything is different when it comes to RCW. Everything is different. Because you might see matches you've seen before in WWE here on RCW, but everything is run different. And a running power slam again to the Big Show, and a rope break again. Man, what is Braun doing? He definitely has to realize where the Big Show is in the ring. He's made that mistake twice already. And the Big Show still alive. But Braun with the comeback. Back body drop to the Big Show. And a spine buster to the Big Show. And the big man is down. Going for a big move here. But the Big Show reverses. Uh-oh. Knockout punch. We've seen the Big Show hit this. And a knockout blow. To the monster among men, Braun Strowman. Big Show being very smart here, dragging Braun. So that a rope break. Oh, she's not. She's not married, huh? Well, I'm surprised. I'm surprised on that one. Maybe that was her decision. Maybe that's just her decision. She doesn't want to be married. She doesn't want to be with anybody. Whatever. I don't know. But I'm surprised that somebody hasn't tied the knot with her yet. Because I would have done it. I mean, come on, dude. It's Lita. It's Lita, for God's sake. I mean... Oh, she's dating Kane? Wow, okay. Well, at least she's with someone. Well, Kane's one lucky... one lucky bastard, then. Same with that Ronnie kid from Falling in Reverse with Paige. He's lucky. He better not mess that up. Although I can totally see it happening, though. Now, both of these men still looking for... He looks like he's like in his like... He looks way younger than he actually might be. Yeah, he is older than us, but I don't know why, but I always call people like in their 20s or like late 20s. Oh, 35? Dang. Well, you know, Paige likes him older. That's kind of gross, though, honestly. Because her dad, I think her dad's like 50-something. Or something like that. So that's not too far off. 35's not too far off from like 50. Well, at least it's not as gross as her and Alberto Del Rio, though. She should date somebody that's like in their 20s. Like, she's always dating these older guys. And they don't even know how to get their act together. And a running power slam on Braun Strowman. The Big Show. That looked like a running power slam. And a knockout blow. Knockout punch on Braun. And the Big Show wins. Wow. Braun making those mistakes, not realizing where the Big Show is in the ring, and that caused like 2 big moves to end up being nothing. Paige's dad is 65. Dang, he's... Yeah, Ricky, I think is his name. Yeah, Ricky is his name, I believe. Paige's dad. That's kind of... He must have had her, like, old her, then. Ricky Knight, yep. And then her mom's name is Saraya, I think. Yep. Yeah, Saraya Knight. Her mom is Sweet Saraya, yep. Yep, I know her mom. Her mom's like 40 though, I think. Her mom's like 20 years younger than her dad, I think. Than Paige's father. She's still pretty good looking though. Paige's mom. And well, it's her name. It's her name too. It's Paige's real name too is Saraya, but Sweet Saraya was, I think, Paige's mom's wrestling name. So I think that's pretty cool too. It's kind of it's really sweet. Her and her mother, like, they could be sisters. Her and her mother could be sisters, because they look a lot alike. If you like make them like side by side, if you see them in a photo together, they look alike. It's crazy. I mean, I think Paige's mom has like red hair though. That's not her natural color. But they look a lot alike, and I think it's really cute. Her mom is 47, yeah. I knew she had to be like younger. Well, and she's still pretty good looking though. For reals. But that is our show. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. You know, this, like I said, you know, when I have days off, it might be, shows might be a lot, like, streams might not be necessarily a lot earlier, but relatively earlier. Because the reason why I have a schedule the way I have it is because of my classes. So, if I have days off, or if I don't have any homework to do, then I don't know how old Paige's dad was. Maybe, let's see, he's 65 now. So subtract like 20 years from that, so he's got to be in his 40s when he had her. 40s or late 30s. But anyways, you know, like I was saying, streams might be earlier, or pretty much guaranteed to be earlier, when I'm off. So if I have, like, you know, if I have a snow day, like I said at the beginning of the stream, if I have a snow day, or if I just have a day off, and it's a stream day, like it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday, then I will definitely stream earlier than 2 o'clock, which that's what's on the schedule. If at some reason I can't stream on my stream day, whether it's because of homework, projects, you know, you guys have been really, really, really good about that, and really, really supportive on the stream and everything. So I don't believe anybody will have a problem with it. But just to let everyone know, like, college is college, and there will be work. I'm paying to be there, so I'll answer your question in a second, Anna. I just gotta finish this thought. But there might be There might be days where I can't stream because I have an essay or homework to do. And there's no study halls in college, so I can't get it done at school unless I'm in between classes. So with that said, I apologize if I can't stream on a certain day, and I'll let you guys know. It'll be on my Twitter, or I just won't stream. Or I just won't stream when I'm supposed to. That way, you know, because I won't just not stream without having a reason. Like, I won't not stream just because I don't feel like streaming today or whatever. I like to have that schedule, and there's a reason why I have the schedule I have. It's just so that it makes it easier for me and for you guys, so people know when I'm going live, you know. It's always good to have a schedule, especially when you start taking streaming seriously. Like, my advice to anybody that's starting to stream or that wants to take it seriously and has the equipment, like has an Elgato or uses OBS and stuff and has the necessary equipment. Like, you don't need all of that stuff, but if you're one of those people that wants to start taking it seriously, like, buy good equipment and customize your channel, have your own branding, you know, have your own schedule, and you know, I've done all of that stuff. So, you know, have a bot in your channel, like one of these little bots here. But just in the situation where I don't stream, either because I'm not at my house, because I'll be going to my grandparents' house sometime, and my Xbox isn't there, and I don't have good enough internet there to stream, so I won't be streaming there. So on the off chance that I don't stream, don't worry about it. It's either because I'm ill or I'm doing homework or whatever. Like, I'll always have a good logical reason for not streaming a certain day or not streaming. Will there be a makeup stream? Most likely not, because I don't want to. I'm not a person that does that. What's up, Logan? How's it going? I'm not a person who does that, but I will. But in the off chance that I don't stream, I just don't stream, and most of you would be very understanding of that, because a lot of the streamers that I watch, they work. Like, they don't go to school, but they have a job that they go to, and then streaming is something that they do after they go to work. And sometimes they're too exhausted to stream, or they're too busy doing, like, their work from home, because some people have jobs where they bring work to home, and they have to work on whatever it is they have to work on, and that's to be expected. So I just want to let everyone know that, just on the off chance that I don't happen to stream a certain day. But to answer your question, Anna, college has been really amazing. Reason being is because my teachers are super chill. Most of them are female. I think all my teachers are female, at least for this semester. And they're all really awesome, and they're really cool, and they're really understanding. And I'm very happy with my English class, because my English professor said that 65% of our grade is just doing the work. Like, she said that we can get 65% of our grade from just handing in stuff. And that's without the research paper included. And that's fantastic. You know, and I just find that awesome. But did I join the radio club? Not officially, but I am going to. I did mention to my professor about my idea for a radio show, and I told her about RCW, and I told her what I do, and the fact that I stream on Twitch, and and YouTube and Mixer and all that is a form of broadcasting, because I am broadcasting a show to you guys for an hour or two or even 2 hours. So it's pretty much no different than doing something on the radio. The only thing is, I can't drop F-bombs on the radio. I can't drop F-bombs on the radio. I can only say hell and damn on the radio. But that's pretty much the only difference. But I will let you guys know on my Instagram, like, if you guys live in the county that I live in, I'll let you guys know when I'll be on that radio station. Like, once I get that all settled, so that you guys that live in this county that I live in, you're here in New York, you guys can listen to me, or listen to me and my friend, or whatever happens. My plan is to start a talk show on wrestling, sort of like I do with this, except it's all talking. It's talking about storylines, talking about what's going on with WWE, talking about how they can make it better, talking about this show, RCW, and Lockdown, and making the character of Brian Outlaw, like what it takes to make a character, the amount of involvement that it takes to act out those characters, you know, anything having to do with wrestling and the whole acting experience and everything, all of that will be talked about on that show. So if you like RCW and you like wrestling, definitely tune into that show once I get everything situated, because I guarantee you guys are gonna like it. For those of you that like wrestling, I plan to start it with my friend, with a couple of friends of mine, and it would be amazing, because it's basically doing the same thing I'm doing now, just in a different medium. You know what I mean? So instead of playing a video game and writing the storylines and everything and whatnot, I'm just doing it on the radio, and I have a little bit more restrictions, which is understandable, because it's radio. It's public radio. It's not Sirius XM or those private radio waves where you can pretty much talk about anything you want without any consequences, because that has different rules. Private radio waves, you know, have different rules, so you can drop F-bombs on private radio waves. Like public radio waves, like your radio stations, you can't. So I might be a little bit cleaner, which that might be a good thing for some of you. But I've never had any issues with Twitch anyway. But that's just something that's gonna go on. Honestly, like I said last stream, I can't thank you guys enough for everything that you do for this show, and not even that. Not even just that, but the fact that so many things go into this, right? So many things go into this show with the writing of storylines and everything. And the one thing is that people don't realize, it's hard. It's more difficult and more in depth than people think it is, and that's the troublesome with wrestling fans, is that, especially wrestling fans of WWE, you know, you'll get those people that they think that they know everything there is to know, and they think, and they'll bitch and complain about the writing. Like, I'll complain about it, but at the same time, I'll do it with reasoning. I can't tell you the amount of times I go on WWE and, you know, I'll see people complaining about a storyline, and literally all people do is they go on and they complain. They don't, and most of the time when people complain about something, they don't know anything about it. They'd rather just complain about it, and they don't all they do is like they just bitch about it, and there's a difference between doing that and actively criticizing something and saying this is how you could make it better. And people are like, bring the Attitude Era back, bring this back, bring this back. Like, people are bringing up stuff in the past, and that's good to compare how things were, you know, because the Attitude Era was awesome. But at the same time, it's like, it's like, that's done and over with, you know what I mean? You'll get the same people that are complaining that it's the same thing over and over and over again. It's a never ending, you know, cycle, you know? You know, I love the Attitude Era. You know, I'll always love that era. But, you know, I realize that things change. And that's what people need to realize with wrestling and with anything. Music. Anything. Whatever's in music, artists will try to do something to make money. That's with anything. So whatever's in, it's sort of like fads. It's like with silly bands and all that stuff. Whatever was in at that time, you know, companies that were doing that stuff made money. And whatever makes money makes money. And, you know, honestly, I can't tell you the amount of what's the word I'm looking for? Toxicity in the sports industry, whether it's wrestling, football, whatever. You know, people always like to make excuses and, you know, bitch about things. And I'm not going to say that I'm not guilty of this too, because I am. But at the same time, I'm not wasting 5 minutes of my life posting about it online. You know? And even as a Patriots fan, I will agree that, you know, the refs made some bad calls in that game last night. And the refs made bad calls in the Saints and Rams game last night. You know, and whatever. But I will agree with that. But that doesn't mean that I'm just going to, you know, even if the Patriots did lose, that doesn't mean that I'm going to sit there and, you know, and bitch and make excuses about it. And that's the thing, is like, you know, that's the thing I get tired of seeing as a sports fan. It doesn't matter what sport it is. It doesn't matter if it's wrestling or if it's what, but, you know, you can't please everybody. But I can tell you, I've never encountered any of that on RCW, and that's what makes me appreciate you guys even more, is I don't want any of that crap here on RCW. Like, any of that crap where people just come in here and, you know, bitch and whatever. I don't want any of that. If you don't like it, you don't like it. But honestly, that doesn't mean you have the right to bitch about it. Because honestly, if you don't know what goes into it, like, there's some people who say, well, I could have written a better script, and I say that all the time. I could have wrote a better script, I could have done this, but at the same time, I explain myself and I say, this is what they could have done to make it better, instead of like starting drama and saying that everything that WWE does sucks. And I was mad that they got rid of Paige as GM because I thought she was doing great. Not even no bias because I'm a Paige fan. I just thought she was doing great. I thought it was cool, and I was mad about it. But you know, and I talked about it on stream. You heard me talk about it. But that doesn't mean that I was sitting here, you know, bitching about it. I was saying why it was good. I was saying why they shouldn't have changed it, and whatever. And then I left it at that. You know, I wasn't saying, oh, I'm gonna stop watching wrestling because it just gets irritating, man, to see that. And I understand, like, it's the internet, and that's how the internet is. But it's really just irritating just to see people just to start crap for no reason. And they act like they know what goes into wrestling and everything. It's like, I know what goes into wrestling. I know what it takes to, you know, write storylines and to do things. Because I actually do that. For RCW, I do that. So to me, it's like, you know, these people claiming that they could have written better scripts, or that this should have been this way, or that this should have been this way, or that this should have been this way, or that this should have been this way. It's like, I highly doubt you, from sitting on the couch watching at home, that you write scripts or write segments or even think creatively when you're watching it. I feel like you're just watching it just to criticize it. And some people just do that. They just turn on something just to criticize it. Because they're mad and they need something to be mad about. So they turn on it to criticize it. And to me, it's like, if you're gonna sit there and watch it and complain about it, then why the heck are you watching it in the first place? Why in the heck are you watching it if all you're gonna do is, you know, criticize something? You know, if all you're gonna do is sit there and say this is this and this is that and whatever, and you're gonna criticize it. Like, I criticize it, but I don't post about it online. I just say that this could have been, if they did this, it would have been better. Like, I don't say I'm gonna stop watching, or I don't waste like 5 seconds of my life and say that I'm gonna stop watching. But, you know, it's people on the internet, and people will do anything like that, and I don't mean for this to turn into a rant, but I felt like it needed to be said because of the stuff that I do here for RCW. The stuff that I do for your guys' entertainment is exactly the things that WWE does for their entertainment, for your wrestling entertainment. And, you know, yes, the storylines might be stale, the storylines might not be as good, but they're trying. Are they trying effectively? Probably not. Not the best, but at the same time, they're at least doing something, you know? They surprise me all the time with things that they do. With this Mandy Rose and Jimmy Uso storyline, I didn't think that they were gonna do this. I didn't think that they were gonna do it. And everybody likes to say, oh, that's a copycat of Trish Stratus, or that's a copycat of this, or that's a copycat of that. But it's like everybody is so inclined to want to criticize something that they don't give anything a chance, right? It's almost like as human beings, we're programmed to criticize something before. That's why we bully people. That's why there's bullies, because, you know, people are so quick to judge something based on first impression instead of giving that said person a chance or getting to know that person. So it's the same concept. You know, wrestling fans are so quick to criticize an idea. You know, and the thing is like, that's why I take your suggestions. As viewers, I take your guys' suggestions. Like, that's why I tell you guys, take it with a grain of salt. You know, when you tell me that you want this to happen, or that you want this to happen, and I said, I don't know if that's gonna work. It doesn't mean that I'm saying that your thing sucks. I'm just saying that it might not work for what I want to go for. And honestly, that's what wrestling fans should really think, is when the storylines that people bring up and the fact that they want this whole new attitude, or a reborn attitude era, it's like, you're not going to get that. It's like, don't think you are going to get that, because you're not going to. It's not the 80s and 90s anymore. you know, you're not gonna get something as good as it was 20 years ago. We can wish for it all we want, but that's not gonna happen. I highly doubt. I think it's gonna happen. But you know, like that's like what I said. You know, I take your suggestions into account, and I appreciate them, and I love them. I love how you guys like to give your suggestions, and that's why I value it. Like, your suggestion, you might give me a suggestion and say, I don't know, let me just use a wrestler for example. So, Mercy Phantom. Somebody might give me a suggestion and say they want Mercy Phantom to be in a rivalry with Alexa Bliss or something like that. And then they might, but then at the same time, you also have to think with that their character styles. You have to think Mercy's character, the way she acts, versus Alexa's character. Is there chemistry there? Is there things that can evolve? You know, there's much more to it than what people think, and that's the issue. And I don't think people understand that. Because acting in a movie like Fast and Furious is so different than creating a character. When you're acting in a movie, the character is already created for you. Wrestlers have to create their character. They have to make it themselves. No script is going to tell them how to do it. The script tells them how to say, what to say, but it doesn't tell them how to do it effectively and how to do it in terms of their character. That is all in here, right? That's what Stone Cold had to do. He went off script sometimes. You know, that's what I'm talking about. You know, to create a character like that, it has to be all mental up here. Seriously, when I write the scripts for this, truly, the only thing that's scripted is the results of the matches in RCW, for RCW's sake. And even sometimes it doesn't work out that way. Even sometimes it doesn't end up working out the way I want it to, and I don't end up, the person that I had scripted to win doesn't end up winning. And that's okay, because then that creates another storyline. It creates another possibility. So, you know, like, just because, you know, with Brian Outlaw, I had to make the character. I had to do that. Not physically, not only physically, like, not only physically did I have to go in the game and make him, but I had to make his personality. I had to make his moveset. I had to make his style. But the personality part was the best part of it. That is something that you have to create. Your moves, who cares about that stuff? Who cares about the jailbreak DDT, okay? Who cares about the jailbreak DDT? Who cares about the outlock? Who cares about Sky's the Limit? Who cares about Skyfall, Nightfall, the Black Death move, submission? Like, you know, who cares about that stuff? Violet, Sky, Jason, all of them, all the characters that I've made, Miles, you know, all these guys, they have their own distinctive personalities. That's what people love. They don't just love seeing, you know, Sky beat the crap out of somebody, or Brian beat the crap out of somebody with a steel chair. They love the personality. That's what it's all. It all is that. That's all what wrestling is. You can't script that. No matter how hard you try, you can't script that. That's why people like The Rock and Stone Cold and Paige are so special. because they were good at what they did. AJ Lee, another good example. AJ was phenomenal at that. Nobody told her how to... A script can only tell you so many things. And I hope you guys take this into account when I do this stuff for RCW. And I'm just saying this and talking for Edge, yes. Edge, especially. Another person. Edge was great at being heel or being face. He was great at being heel, though. You know, that it's all, like I said, it's all personality. It's not the acting that everyone knows. You're not just reading off of a script, and that's what everybody thinks it is, but it's really not. And it's really not. There's so much more to it. And, you know, I apologize for this turning into a rant, but, you know, I just want people to realize that, you know, that there's a lot more to building a character versus, you know, being Peter Parker in Spider-Man. You know, I don't mean to diss, you know, Tobey Maguire or any of the guys that played Peter Parker, but there's so much. Of course, you have to get into that character, but at the same time, you're already given the story, right? When you're an act, like, you just have to play that character well. Like, you're not creating it. The character in a movie, 9 times out of 10 has already been fully created. The personality has already been created for that character. You just have to play it out effectively. But with wrestling, nobody's telling you, okay, this is your character and this is how you're supposed to act. People are saying, okay, this is what you're supposed to say. Have at it. That's basically what it is. And honestly, Paige created her character in a way that she allowed herself to be herself 100% and being different, and she allowed, and she was pretty damn good at it. And that's, you know, and that's how it is, you know. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this amazing stream. Again, I apologize for this turning into a rant, but I thought it needed to be said, judging by some of the things that I've seen lately on wrestling. And again, you know, a lot goes into this. I wouldn't do this if you guys didn't love it as much as I love, you know, creating it and making it come to life and all the stuff in between. You guys are fantastic. You guys are the best fans in the world. You know, we're bringing entertaining wrestling back. You know, I feel like I'm bringing a whole new breed of wrestling that's never been around. Not just with the characters that I make, but with everything. You know, because I'm using characters that are in the game. I'm using actual wrestlers. But the way that I'm using them is different than what WWE is doing. And that's fantastic. So it's like, it's creating a whole new... I hate to use the word era, but I'm going to use it. It's creating a whole new, like, era in wrestling. It's creating a whole new thing of wrestling that nobody's ever seen before, and that's fantastic. We're going to have our first ever Elimination Chamber match. And that is going to be fun. So what you can expect for next stream, which will probably be Wednesday, if I don't decide to do a double, or maybe even a triple, RCW stream this week, because I really loved doing the double. That way we can get to the pay-per-view quick, and then we can take a little bit of a break and get stuff going for season 4. But within what's to expect for in terms of RCW is we're gonna have next episode. We're gonna start the qualifying matches. So we're gonna have there's 6 qualifying matches. Let's see how many matches we got here. Let me quickly. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 5 matches in total for this show, not counting the promos, because promos aren't matches. So we'll probably have 2 qualifying matches per episode, or maybe even 4. Or no, let's do 2. 2, 4, 6. That way that we can split up. I just think that's a good way to split it up. 2, 4, 6. So we'll have 15, 16, 17. And then we'll have 18 and 19 to work with. And then we might do a women's elimination chamber as well. Because I think that would be great. Having Sky in there with Violet. I think Violet is going to be one of the people in there. I have no idea how I'm going to do it yet. But I think you guys are going to love what I have planned for the men's. I think and Elimination Chamber matches are always fun. In case you don't know what those matches are, basically 6 men, usually it's a 6-man, 6-woman, whatever. And they're in little pods. And 2 men or women start the match, and falls count anywhere, outside or inside the ring, and lockdown is on Fridays. Yes, normally, yes, and. Basically, what happens is in an elimination chamber match, two men or women start the matchup, and then every minute or so, another person gets added into the ring. And what happens is if you get pinned or submitted, you go back to the locker room, you get eliminated, and the winner is crowned when there's only 1 left. And those matches can get pretty intense. I've seen people powerbomb people through the glass pods that the superstars are in. And with having 6 superstars in the ring at the same time, falls count anywhere on, and using the ring is like caged off. So it's almost like a steel cage, but it's not. And using the ring in environment and the falls count anywhere, it gets pretty nuts. And the funny thing is most people, and I've tested this out in 2K in this, in 2K19 in this game. What I've tested out is most people won't stop you from pinning somebody. They'll just let it happen if there's multiple people in the ring, because they want other people to get eliminated. They want other people to get eliminated. So unless one of the superstars like messes up and accidentally breaks up a pin, it's going to be absolutely insane. And I think you guys are going to love it. We're going to end season 3 with a bang. We're going to have a women's elimination chamber, and we're going to have a men's elimination chamber match. And then we're going to have, and those are going to be for the world title, which is the men's world championship, the RCW world title, and we're going to have, and then the women's elimination chamber match is going to be for the women's title, right? And then we're going to have the Carnage title match, which that has yet to be determined, an opponent for Shinsuke. And then, obviously, we're going to have the tag team title match. Obviously. Every title goes on the line. So it's going to be fantastic. I guarantee you it's going to be the best pay-per-view we've done in all of RCW, with having our first ever women's elimination chamber and our first ever men's elimination chamber. Now, here's the thing that matters before I let you guys go. Here's the thing that matters when it comes to the elimination chamber. The order in which you come in. So if you start out being the first person, that can be tough. Because that means you have to survive 5 other people. So the order in which you come into the match can definitely matter. It's just like the Royal Rumble. If you come in at number 30, you're the freshest man or woman. But if you've been in there for a while and you've taken a lot of punishment, it can be very different. Very different for you. And honestly, with the way Sky is, I love Sky, but I don't think she's going to be able to outlast 5 other women. I think it's going to be impossible. I think she's only had one-on-one matches. So it's way different when you get 5 other women or 5 other men in there, and you're the one that everyone wants to beat. And the thing is, once you get eliminated, and you're the champion, it's pretty much guaranteed that somebody else is gonna win your championship. So the champion's got to try so hard not to get eliminated. But everyone's gonna want to eliminate the champion because they're gonna want to become champion. See where I'm going with this? So next episode, we're going to have those qualifying matches. For episodes, what did I say? 18 and 19, I think I said. The ones that we have a little bit to play with. I think that's where we're going to do the last women's qualifying matches. So we're going to have two of the matches for 2 qualifying matches per episode. And the last did for 6 men and 6 women. Obviously, Sky's already in, so there's already 1. The champion's already 1 person in. That's a given. Obviously, duh, they're the champion. But the other people it'll just be normal matches, and because of that, I don't want any interference, anything going on that can be fishy. So it might be cool, and based upon the contract signings that we had with EC3 coming, and a couple other guys coming, with Jackie Sabin being signed to Lockdown, there is a chance she could make her debut on RCW too as well. Because Lockdown takes place 2 years before RCW does. So I could still include the Lockdown superstars here on RCW. It'll just be a different timeline, different everything. So that's what we're looking at for the next couple episodes. Again, I might do a double. I might do a triple RCW stream this week. So we might do another episode right after this one. And we might do an episode Wednesday, and then we'll go back to Lockdown Friday. Lockdown Fridays, that's always how Lockdown is. And I can't wait, Paris, I can't wait for you to see your wrestler. I think she came out real nicely. It didn't take me too long to make her since it was a submission specialist. I've actually never done a submission specialist before. So I thought that was kind of interesting. I thought it was kind of different. It was pretty cool. I started her off as being a face first, because I have a storyline in picture for her that I think you're gonna like. So I started her being face first, since you didn't tell me whether or not she wanted to be a face or a heel. So I think she'll do well as a face, and then there could possibly be room for a heel turn in the future. So with that said, hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode of RCW. Real quick, I'm gonna end the stream here, and I'm gonna go eat, and then because I need something to eat. I'm freaking hungry as hell. And then we might do another stream. I just have to make the card for next episode. But I'll show you guys one thing before I go. I'll show you guys exactly. I got a couple folders from my college, and so this is a folder that I got from one of my colleges, or the college that I go to, and so this is the folder where all the papers are gonna go in for results. So this is gonna be the RCW and lockdown results folder, or maybe this is gonna be the RCW folder. I have another folder in there that I can use that's gonna be the lockdown results folder. So every single paper from lockdown or from RCW is going to go in this folder, and we're gonna and that's how it's going to be, and that way that I have some place to keep the results, so it can be organized and I don't have to, you know, look all over the place for them. So thank you guys for watching. We're getting so close to affiliate. I can't thank you guys enough for that. I already have ideas for emotes and stuff. So once we reach that, you guys will actually be able to sub to me, and I'll tell you guys when I actually have that set up and everything. Once we reach that, I'll let you guys know. So if you have Twitch Prime, which is because Amazon owns Twitch now. So if you have Amazon Prime, you get a free sub automatically to any streamer that you choose. I'm not telling you to do this, but once I reach affiliate, if you want to use that sub on me, I would greatly appreciate it. You would get emotes. I believe ad-free streams, so you wouldn't have to watch like a 15-second ad, and other benefits as well. I'm still trying to figure out those quote-unquote other benefits, and you'll get your name read on stream. That's always fun. You don't have Twitch Prime, that's okay. If you don't have Twitch Prime, there's also other options. There's a $5.99 per monthly subscription, so it's almost just like Netflix, but with Twitch instead. You can either have it set to auto-renew, which means every month that goes by, it'll automatically take $5.99 out of your account. There's a Tier 2 sub, I think that's 15, I believe, right? 15, yeah, I think 15. And Tier 3, which is 25. And each of them will probably get a different emote and other things, and offer different benefits for those of you who want to go the extra mile. And a portion of that money goes to me. So a portion of the money that you use on me to sub to my channel on my Twitch will go to me, and I'll be able to use that for either making the stream, getting better equipment, even though I like my equipment that I have right now. I just got a new webcam. I've been using this webcam for a while. I love the webcam that I have right now, but I might get a new mic, maybe a Blue Yeti instead of a Blue Snowball. I might get a new mic, which will be freaking awesome. So anyways, I just wanted to let you guys know on that little tidbit there, and anyways, I'll catch you guys on for the next stream. I might do another triple RCW stream this week, so I might do another one right after this one, but I gotta go eat. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next stream.